Today on the Extreme Channel, we're going to look at what are the best Alien and Predator statues out there. And I know you're thinking, who the hell are you, Mr. X? What makes you qualified? Well, I would say this makes me qualified. Not convinced? Well, none of those even made the top 15. Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Extreme Channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey, thank you for tuning in for another statue countdown. Recently, I did a new room tour right here. And you saw in that room tour that I was switching some of my collection over to Alien and Predator. And the more I thought about it, the more I want to do this. I absolutely love both of those creatures. And I think they look stunning in statue form. Now, because of that, I'm making a big change in the direction of my collection. Gonna get rid of a lot of the Marvel stuff to replace it with Alien and Predators. Now, one of the big problems is these statues are so big and take tons of room, I have to figure out, okay, what do I really want? I've got to figure out what is the best there is. I've had a little bit of experience putting those statues here on the table and judging them. And we have to figure out what are the best, and I came up with the top 15. Now, before I dive into those and how I qualified what is the best, why don't you throw down in the comments below, what do you think the best Alien and Predator statues are? Throw that down in the comments. I love to interact with you guys, and you could win a statue. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. All right, so before I dive into the list, I wanna tell you how I came up with the list. How do you decide something subjective like that, especially when it can be so different and there are so many options for both creatures? We have non-scale, quarter scale, full-size bust, third scale, sixth scale. And as you see, I've owned almost every single scale. Well, I thought if I sold one of those pieces, that means it probably isn't the best. Because if it was the best, I would have kept it, right? Wrong. There are a few pieces that I sold that I feel would have made the top list. So today I'm going to show you those pieces, and I'm not going to rank them. I no longer own them, but they probably would have made the top 15. The other top 15 are pieces that I currently have or have on order, or something I've never done before.
Two chicks at the same time, man.
I'm actually going to rank statues that I plan on buying but haven't bought yet. And yes, Mr. X is a hypocrite. Yes, I call people stupid for saying they're going to buy a statue that hasn't yet been released. But I've seen enough teasers of those particular statues that I know I'm going to go in. All right, so first I want to address some statues that I used to own that would have made the top 15, and I'm kind of sad I sold. One of the reasons I sold them is I wanted to stick with specific scales, and I decided for the most part I want the creatures from the movies, not the comics. Because yes, if you're unfamiliar, Predator and Alien have a large comic following. So first of all was this alien bust. I think this was Sideshow or Cool Props. I really, really love this. This is one of the first statue collectibles I ever bought. In fact, it might be my first one, but fantastic piece, regret selling it. Number 2 is XM Studios Alien. And again, I sold this because it wasn't directly from the movie. Another fantastic piece. I also like their newer version. I almost bought because you can get it for so cheap, but fantastic piece I missed, definitely would have made the countdown. Probably near the top of the countdown would have been the XM Predator on Throne. Again, I sold it simply for the fact that it came from the comics, or it was really their own creation, but it wasn't from the movies. Amazing piece. I could see myself picking this up again someday if I got it for the right price, although I have never bought back a statue I previously owned. And the last one is the Prime 1 Studio Scorpion Alien. Probably one of the best alien statues they ever made. Shame it was in quarter scale only. All my alien statues, for the most part, are third scale with one exception. And you're going to see what those are because we're going to go down the list. So again, I've created this list with statues that I already have, I have on order, or the second they go up for order, I will be ordering them because I've seen enough of the teasers and I'm absolutely game. So I'm a big believer that you really can't judge a statue till you see it in person. So I'm breaking those rules or beliefs, but it's my channel. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I read the bylaws. So number 15 is one that's actually in transit to me right now. And I think it's going to be an amazing piece. Again, while it's at the bottom of my list, it beats out all those other ones we looked at. This is a third scale alien warrior diorama. This is a custom diorama. Now the creator of this also created another giant third scale diorama that I've owned in the past. So I have a lot of confidence this will be absolutely fantastic. 14 is also one that has yet to go up for pre-order, but I've seen the full reveal. That is the feral predator from Prey. So this is 1/3 scale. You're going to see on the countdown, I'm getting most of the 1/3 scale Predator statues from Prime 1 Studio because they look absolutely amazing. And I quite enjoyed the movie Prey. And at first I wasn't a fan of that particular Predator, but the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. Number 13 is one that I've already ordered. It is the Scar Predator. Now I'm only getting the Scar Predator. I'm not getting the other two because all my Predators I like to display unmasked, and that's not an option with the other two. But I think this is going to look great. I also enjoyed the AVP movie as well, so it's going to be a great representation. That one's made by Prime 1 Studio. Number 12 is this custom Neomorph. This thing looks absolutely sick. And again, I put it ahead of those Predators, which I know a lot of people will disagree with, but this is from Alien Covenant. It's 1/3 scale. It does look quite a bit smaller next to the other Alien statues, but I'm okay with that. It's technically the same scale. Number 11 is this Assassin Predator. Now, I did not enjoy the movie. I thought the movie sucked, actually. I thought it was a cool premise, but it was bad execution, bad CGI on this character, but he looks great in statue form. And what's great about this is the dog. The dog really makes the statue. If it didn't have the dog, this would probably be near at the bottom of the list. Now, technically, this is only quarter scale, but it scales really well with third scale pieces. Number 10 is this Rogue Alien, also by Prime 1 Studio. I really like this. I've seen the Queen in person. I don't like the Queen as much as this one. This is a pretty damn badass piece in my opinion. Not only the base, but everything that's going on. As you saw, I used to own Sideshow's King or Rogue Alien. And if you're unfamiliar with this alien is actually a bioweapon manufactured to kill other xenomorphs. Of course, that was a mistake. And this is my only comic alien I believe that I own. Number 9 is the original, Big Chap from Prime 1 Studio. You'll see Prime 1 Studio is most of these, if not the rest of them. And amazing piece, so stoic. Alien, I think, is one of the most amazing movies ever made. Still holds up after all these years. And still one of the best in the franchise of 9 movies. Number 8 is the one I'm breaking the rule a little bit. We've just seen teases of it, but I've seen enough. I'm buying the Elder Predator from Prime 1 Studio. I saw this in the Showcase 12 Part 2. I absolutely love this. I love the character in the movie, and I think he's going to look fantastic. He's actually going to be the center display if everything fits correctly in my entire Alien setup. Number 7 is one I have on order. They just delayed it about 6 months, so it won't come in until later this year, but or next year, depending when you watch this. Prime 1 Berserker Predator. Again, another movie. I loved 50% of the movie, and it wasn't the first half or the last half, but it was different snippets here and there. Again, lost opportunity, but one thing they didn't lose opportunity on is this amazing creation of a Berserker Predator. 6 is one that I've seen enough teases. I think it's going to be one of the best ones out there. That is the Alien Romulus Scorched Alien from Prime 1 Studio. Just like the Elder Predator, we saw some glimpses in the showcase, and this one I cannot wait to get. It's probably going to be a day 1 PO for sure, but the Scorched Alien from Alien Romulus made by Prime 1 Studio comes in at number 6. Number 5 used to be number 1. Number 5 is the Alien Dog from Prime 1 Studio. This is their old version. Hint, hint, you might see the other one coming up. But still a fantastic piece. Really holds up to this day. And it's really just a cool creature. They didn't capture how cool this creature is. But hint, hint, you might see how they captured it better in a piece higher up on the list. 4 is the City Hunter Predator. If you recall when I did this review, I said I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, but I was a huge fan of the character. They did it justice with all the different switch outs. It looks absolutely amazing. I love the roaring portrait. City Hunter Predator by Prime 1 Studio in 3rd scale makes the list at number 4. Number 3 was a shocker because it's a very old piece, but I love this. It is the custom Matrix Studios Queen Alien. Now this is quarter scale, but it's still bigger than all the other pieces. And I think this is amazing. I love every part of it. Whenever I walk down into my basement, it's one of the first things I see, and I'm naturally drawn to it. I am a huge fan of this piece. I think it's the third best Alien/Predator statue made. Number 2 shouldn't be a shocker. It is Prime 1 Studios' Jungle Hunter. This is better than the City, I believe. It'll be interesting to see if it holds up against all those other ones that I have on order or that they've teased. But I still love this. Part of it is the love for the original movie, but they did an amazing job on this. Number 2, in my opinion. However, I think it's going to be beat. Going to be beat by one that they've shown, but it hasn't gone up for pre-order, and I'm probably getting this. Can't be on the list. I have to get it now. Number 1 is, of course, the new Alien dog. And the way I'm going to do the display is this is not going to be in the same display, or it's going to be kind of around the corner from the other Alien dog, so things won't get weird. But they really captured the creature in this. Not only how different he is and how he's crawling, but I love the storyline on the base. And while this is definitely too big, I think it's going to be the best Alien/Predator statue out there. Now, the crazy thing is they continue to come out with new reveals on both of those lines, specifically Prime 1 Studio, but a few other studios. So I think that while the Alien dog is going to be the best one out there, it can definitely be topped. And I think it will be topped. So, kind of a weird video, but I'm excited. This is the new direction of the collection, Alien and Predator stuff. So that's why I wanted to do a video about it. And if you want to see some of those statues I showed, they're all going to be here on this table. So make sure you've not only liked this video, but you sub to the channel and hit the bell notification. In the meantime, you can check out some of my social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I'm posting exclusive pictures on there of what I have. The link is in the description below. But thank you so much for tuning in for another statue countdown. I really appreciate it. Again, if you haven't commented what your favorite is, throw that down below whether you own it or not. In the meantime, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.